guess he thought it was just going to be push-ups and sit-ups. But all I saw was a lot of dust flying up out there in the corner of my eyes.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Here we go! 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 Here we go!
Welcome to Salute. This is a Veterans Podcast. I am Joe Ugly, and next to me is my co-host,
Shakiria.
We're both veterans. I'm a U.S. Army veteran, and you are?
Marine Corps.
Not going to hold that against her. Which, by the way, now the military has 6 branches.
Oh, yes. They have, what, Space Force.
Space Force. I almost say Air Force. But Space Force, and which, I don't know if they're veterans yet.
I don't think their contract's ended yet. No, I don't think so.
Work your way up, Space Force. And we'll talk about you on here anyway, you know?
Oh, man. I mean, hey, they're a Department of the Air Force, so it makes sense. We're the Department of the Navy, so I guess the same, maybe.
And they're all a department of the U.S. Army.
Last time I checked, I don't see any Department of U.S. Army on our seal anywhere.
They all were birthed from the U.S. Army.
Like I said, the Marines is the only. Remember, the military. America has air, land, and sea. The Army, Navy, and the Air Force already covers all that. Mm-hmm. The Marines the only branch that is not necessary, but we're still kept around. Why do you think that is?
We like jawheads. What else?
No. Yeah, the Army and the Air Force, they're all chilling, whatever, and then you got the real workers. That comes out. That's all I'm saying.
So that's we're always on.
We're the ones that do the job. In any mission, who goes out first? Marines. And then the Army comes and do what? Clean up, right? Air Force, I don't know what they're doing. The Navy, they're giving us the health on the boat and whatever.
And I guess you have to save the best for last, So we show up after.
The cleanup, but
the cleanup
crew. That's what the Army is.
Cleanup crew. We have some boot camp video that we'd like to look at.
Yep.
So why don't we take a walk down memory lane?
Let's go.
This is Cadet Jones before the gas chamber.
This is Cadet Jones. This is after the gas.
This is Cadet Kelly before the gas chamber.
Before. God. He came out of there like a wounded bird.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, man.
Where's your challenge? This is Cadet.
He's enjoying that gas too much.
Cadet Woodard before the gas chamber.
Look at this one. This guy looked like he ate it.
Woodard. This is after the gas chamber.
He ain't too bad.
This is Cadet Cox before the gas chamber.
He's
Make
tough
it.
going.
I knew it.
After the gas chamber.
Cadet Resendez before the gas chamber. Oh, this is Cadet Resendez. I just got out of the gas chamber.
The gas chamber, the worst experience for me in boot camp. I don't know, man. It's the one of the worst training.
What was your expectation before you went in?
I had no expectations because that wasn't
Were you able to see people coming out before you went in?
No, I don't think I remember.
They let them out on the other side in my days. You couldn't see
exactly.
who it was.
So you go into a classroom, they teach you about the mask and all that, and then the gas room is on the next building.
Right.
So you go through. So if there was other people before us, I didn't. I don't think I saw them actually, so I don't remember.
Right. They keep it from you.
Of course, on purpose.
If you saw what was going on, you're like, go on ahead and be private. You look like you want to be. By the time I get in there, it should be all worn out.
Man, yeah, that gas chamber is something serious.
No, it's really something. It's like, I remember when I went through.
Yeah.
And, I had to do the break the seal thing.
Oh, good Lord Jesus.
You have a story?
Yeah.
You look like you got a story on that. But hold on. I remember you break the seal, you take the 2 fingers, it's still the same.
Yep, still the same.
You break the seal, and, of course, now the gas gets in.
Right.
You are required then to say your name, rank, and number.
Yep.
And then I can't recall if you exit right away or if you had to stick around.
So we had a whole bunch of people in ours. So our platoon was so big.
It was a group.
So everyone had to go around. So if you were the first, either way you're messed up because you're waiting for everyone to go around. So,
but you have your seal. It's still sealed while everyone is going through it.
No. It's broken until so you're waiting because I think it's like 2 minutes. So in 2 minutes everyone goes around, private, whatever, this and this, and you hold it, and then then once everyone's done, all right, good, and then you run out. But in my case, that 2 minutes felt like 2 hours, and I couldn't do it because I was just like, obviously you knew it was gonna burn, but I didn't know it was gonna burn that bad, and I don't think I did exactly what they told me to do, which was like hold my breath. 2 minutes is a long time to hold your breath.
I'm holding my breath for 1 minute, let alone 2 minutes.
It's a long time. So I held my breath and then I had to breathe. So I took it in and then I took everything in. So my natural reaction is my body's like, run.
Shoot it out.
So I'm against the wall and I'm wanting to run. And one of the ladies that was in charge of us, she grabbed me. It's like she sensed I was gonna run.
Was she like a drill sergeant or something?
She was she's the one above the senior. So they're the ones that check on you in the platoon. I can't remember her name right now, but yeah, so she saw me as a black lady and she grabbed me and slammed me onto the wall. She's like, "You're okay, you're okay." I said,
no, the hell I am.
You're in here masked up, suit up.
Right?
No, I'm not.
And it's bad enough I can hear you with that mask on. So that means you're okay.
You're chilling.
Okay,
They're chilling in
exactly.
there. Because they don't have to break the seal. So
Right.
I'm like, oh my God. Like she held me on for the last like 30 seconds. And I was like, as soon as I ran past everybody. I was like, no.
What about low crawling exercise?
What do you mean?
You know, like where you low crawl under barbed wire. And
Oh,
did you guys do that?
Yeah, we did that. That was in our Crucible and like BWT. So that was a training exercise that we did in boot camp.
Okay.
So our last, so a Crucible is the last, I don't know if you guys do that in the Army as well, which is, I want to say 56 hours. So you stay up straight all night and then you go through these
let's not tell
different
military secrets.
But yeah, we did the crawling through the night and all that stuff, yeah.
You know, one of my biggest, I dealt with all that stuff.
Yeah.
I think my biggest challenge was, although I didn't show it, I covered it up real good. Like it didn't bother me at all. I could handle this.
Yeah.
But it was the live grenade throwing. Throwing a live grenade. Did you guys practice that? You got to throw it into a bunker.
You know,
Oh.
I think we threw stuff, but I don't think it was live.
It was a live one. You have to pull the pin and
Oh, yes, we
do
did.
the
Yes, we
throw.
did. I'm lying. Yes,
that
we
was
did.
one of my biggest fear because if you let go of the pin before it
Oh,
goes
yeah, yeah.
forward, there goes your hand.
Yes.
And that's all I'm
Yeah.
like, listen, at some point I'm going to be a civilian. I'm going to need this hand
remember that,
for
yeah.
many reasons.
Oh, my God.
Oh, boy, don't you let that pin go
Yeah.
till that thing is gone.
Yeah, when it came to any of those
The
serious
clip I'm talking
trainings,
about.
I'm not playing no games.
Yeah, oh,
it's like
that
because
was
I gotta leave here as one person.
Exactly.
And this was just a training, so we did it. We didn't do it in boot camp. We did it MCT, which is an extra month of like combat training that we did. That's where
I always
that.
told myself if I got into a situation where I had to throw a grenade,
Yeah.
I guarantee you, my opponent is gone. You're gone, buddy. Oh, I'm throwing that thing. Oh, it's going. And you had to do the whole baseball throw.
Yeah,
on it, too.
yeah.
Oh, forget it. You're catching that work,
Yeah.
buddy. I didn't tell you stand over there. I'm good at these things.
Right.
None of this, like you see in the movies, roll it in.
Oh yeah, no.
It's got to be something.
Get it? Because we practice on baseballs, I think, or little things first.
Yeah.
So you practice your throw.
Well, we had the dummy ones first.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then you do the real throw. It wasn't like far or anything, so it wasn't that scary, I think.
Oh.
Or maybe I just disassociated the whole process. I don't know.
You didn't think of losing that arm. That's what it is.
right.
Did they show you guys any films, any video before?
Yeah. They show you everything.
And you didn't see.
No, nothing like that. It was like how to do it, pretty much. All right, let's check out the next video.
Watch till the end.
What does that say?
Watch till the end. Oh, she's getting pepper sprayed. Oh,
What's going on? She's getting pepper spray. Oh. No. Whoa! That was a flip.
Oh, my
That
God.
was a stripper flip. Come on.
Oh my God, I feel bad for her.
Okay.
She's still going. She's
All right, and
still
she's
going.
swinging now. What is this? Is it that pepper spray? What is she? Is she an MP or something? What
I'm
the heck?
assuming so. It's
And
some
I-
type of training. You gotta go
oh,
through.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah,
gotta
she's
arrest
an MP.
them.
Look at it.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh yeah, she's arresting someone after getting. Now the question becomes, why did she get pepper sprayed?
That's the drill. You have to be able to still complete your task if you get pepper sprayed. That's why
But
they
the
train
question
you.
becomes, why did you get pepper spray?
So you're used to it, and you still have to be able to go forward with what you need to do.
She looked like an MP. She arrested someone.
Yeah,
So
that's
shouldn't
the
she
point.
have the pepper spray?
But what if the person used it on you? Because
Somebody snatch your pepper spray?
whatever the case may be, you gotta train. You gotta know how it feels to move on. That's how I
Maybe
see
that's
it.
what it needs to do with cops out here in civilian life.
I think they
Spray-
do get pepper sprayed and tased. They have to, not shot, but
They don't look like they do.
I don't know. I don't know how
Every
that
video I see
works.
with a cop throwing a taser, he look like, oh, that doesn't hurt. Let me raise
Oh, God,
raise the
no.
electricity on it. That don't hurt.
No, hell no. Mm-mm. All right, let's check out the next one.
What the hell is going on here? What happened here?
He ran into him. The recruit. That's Marines. Yeah, he
there
ran
it
into.
is. Oh, he ran into him.
He's
Oh,
lucky he didn't see the floor.
Don't you dare touch.
Barely look.
Really?
Don't even do. You just need to be 6 feet away from them at all times.
You know, remind me of a story in boot camp. Well, first of all, I'm quite sure you have some boot camp stories that you were touching or looking at an instructor the wrong way, a drill sergeant.
I had an issue with, so I didn't have any bearing in boot camp, but I didn't know that until I was told.
Any what bearing?
Bearing. So it's just when you're like getting yelled at like that,
yeah.
and you have to keep a straight face. But what I was doing, which was I was told, is I had a smirk on my face. I didn't know.
You always got a smirk on your face.
I
too.
just didn't know because in my head I was like, just don't take it seriously because it's a part of the thing. But I didn't realize my face was actually. What that meant was I was smiling without realizing it. So
is there something funny, soldier?
Yep.
You got a problem with me, recruit?
Yep.
Recruit, do you have a problem?
Yep.
You see, do I make you smile?
Yo, I was on the quarterdeck, like, they didn't even at some point it was just like, I just knew. She looked at me and I just took off my blouse and went. It was just like, you get IT for like 7 or 10 minutes.
You took off your blouse?
So you get off your blouse and they like give you this workout to do, like plank, do this, do that, for like 7 minutes. So it's like your punishment pretty much.
So you guys get to take off your gear?
So no, just the blouse for that part. That's it. Just so you don't look messy because you got to go back to class.
Oh, you better keep your clothes clean. That means don't let it touch the ground. When back in my day.
So so you get IT'd inside and outside, but inside you take off your blouse, and then in the sand pit, they make you put on sunscreen. So so when you go in the sand, you get covered up and you turn into a sugar cookie, is what they call it. But I'm smart and I knew that. So yeah, I rubbed that sunscreen in like it was lotion. Because it's like 10 a.m. in the morning. You're not showering again till whatever late at night, and then you're covered in sand.
Right.
You know,
all day and printing in your clothes and everything.
Yeah. So I knew that. Once I knew my name was coming, I was like, all right, let me just rub this in real good and easy.
And you went and giggled at a drill instructor.
I didn't mean to do it. I really didn't. It was just happening. I think my rack mate was like, yeah, you always have a smile on your face.
Why are you laughing? I have a beautiful set of teeth, Sergeant. That would be her excuse, not mine.
Oh my God, yeah. But no, she would have knocked me. She was this tall. She was like this tall.
Drill sergeants are always short.
I know, it's on purpose. It has to be. They're smart, like little muscular little fucking toy soldiers. That's what they are.
They're little Tonka toys.
Yeah, Tonka. Yeah, my kill hat, she was this short, pretty much.
Whoa. Repeat that description again. Your what hat?
So kill hat is what they call it. So knowledge hat,
kill
hat. Yep.
Oh my God.
If that name doesn't tell you enough, then that's
just
on
the
you.
name alone will tell you, nah, this ain't gonna go good.
Yep.
My boot camp story is, first of all, I was stationed in Fort Dix, New Jersey. And there was this recruit, private we call him, and he thought, because he's from New Jersey, I guess, he thought he had juice over, hometown juice. So, or home state juice, if you want to. He was from Camden, New Jersey. I always remember that. The dude, he was in there, and he said, the drill sergeant came up to him and was talking to him. I was hitting him in the head with the hat, the Smokey the Bear hat. They still got those?
Yep, they do.
Yeah. He's tapping him, and he goes, Man, get out my face. Dude, drill sergeant tilted his head like, what you say to me, Private? Stop. Man, get out my face. That drill sergeant backed up. He said, platoon, attention. Now remember, we're one platoon. It was 4 platoons in the whole company.
Right.
And we're all out there in formation at ease. And that our platoon went to attention, which drew the attention of the other drill sergeant.
Right.
Our drill sergeant did this to the other drill sergeant. And he told the private to break ranks. I'm not going to call your name. I'm not going to put you out there. They told him to break ranks. And he did. And said, meet you on the side of the building. And he did. I guess he thought it was just going to be push-ups and sit-ups. But all I saw was a lot of dust flying up out there in the corner of my eyes because the rest of the platoon was at attention. And in the corner of my eyes, I saw some dust. I don't know what happened. I can't say they hit him. I can't say they beat him up. I can't say anything to that. I honestly can't. But I know when he got back in formation, he popped to attention. He was a good soldier for the rest of our time in boot camp.
There's always one, man.
It's
always
like,
one of them that's like, yeah, they ain't gonna break me, this and that. Yeah, they're gonna break you. They're gonna break you.
Like a dry branch.
Just go there and just go with
Go
ease.
through
Like,
it.
yeah, it's a process. You're there for a reason. Don't go in there
Really?
trying to act tough because they will break you, especially males. I hear the stories.
You recently celebrated your first year as a veteran.
Yes, I did.
Flew by, didn't it?
Oh my God, what? That went by faster than any year in boot camp ever did, or the whole 4 years in the Marine Corps.
4 years. So you served 4 years.
Yes.
And you were stationed,
Miramar, San Diego.
that's your permanent station.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know how the Marines are really set up. 'Cause obviously, I'm Army, you know.
They're
The one that
roughly
counts, but go ahead. No?
they're all roughly the same, I think, in the sense of where you go. Because you go to school, right? You go to boot camp.
Right.
We have extra training, so we have another month of MCT. And then we go to our schoolhouse, where you learn your job, and then you go to your permanent duty station.
Okay. Now, do you PCS from one station to another within your 4-year period? When you get permanent duty?
Yeah, no. You stay at that station until you get out, unless you re-enlist or extend or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because when I served, and by the way, I'm going to tell my age now. I served when Adam was a boy. When I served, you had you went to your first permanent station.
Right.
That's impossible to call it permanent, but your first assignment, and then you went to a second assignment after a year and a half, 2 years. Then you transferred to another one. You PCS to another station. Like I was stationed first in Mannheim, Germany.
Okay.
Then I PCS to Fort Hood, Texas. Never went back to Mannheim, Germany until I decided to do that as a civilian.
Right. Okay.
But
Well, how long were you in Germany?
2 years.
Oh, no, we don't.
No.
I think, I'm not going to say we don't do it, but as far as it goes, you get to your permanent station. If you go on a deployment or detachment, maybe the boat, but I don't know anybody going from 2 years in like San Diego and then doing 2 years somewhere else. It's just your entire contract and then you move.
Well, yeah, it was more like a year and a half in Fort Hood because remember, it's like a 6 month between, year and 3/4. Because it's like you have boot camp, which is 3 months.
Right.
And you had AIT, which is another 2.5 months, 3 months or so. Yeah. So a year and a half was in Fort Hood. That's the way it is. Okay. But I don't know what it's like now. As I said, I'm a veteran.
Yeah.
We're veterans, and I'm an old school veteran.
All right, so it is March, which means it is Women's History Month, and I think it would be a good time to give a shout out to some of the awesome women that have served in all branches, not just the Marine Corps.
Not just the Marine Corps.
Yeah, when it comes to the women, we're all important here. Okay. No offense to the men. No one, I know how y'all get. Okay. All right, so shout out to myself and all the fellow women veterans out there. I also want to shout out two personal close friends of mine, Corporal Hewitt and Corporal Mendoza. They've been my ride or die in the whole time I was in the service, so shout outs to you guys. All right, so since 1971, there's only been 1% of women in the military altogether, but as of 2022, there's been 18%, my bad, 18% of women in total. So it's not
in the
a big
military altogether.
in the military, all
all
6 branches. It's not a huge. It's not like 50%,
not a major
but it is a
increase.
big change, and I'm very proud to be a part of that 18%. And I think that we've come such a long way. It's also been said that women are staying in longer now than the men. So I mean that's a that's an upgrade, I guess. What's that?
No. We're not going to get canceled on the first show.
Oh my God. All right. So we want to shout out 4 women that have, served before my time and have paved the way for all women in the military as a whole. So first woman is Sergeant Major Mildred C. Kelly. She served in the Army in the late 70s, I should say.
That's 1970s or 1870s or which 70s?
1970s.
Okay, all right.
So not that long ago.
Because women served all the way back in...
Since 17, yes.
Yeah.
But so they weren't like sergeant majors though. Yeah, they were nurses and clerks and stuff.
Oh,
so she's a sergeant major, and
Correct.
she was the first of many. She had a lot of firsts in the Army, being the first black sergeant major.
Oh,
and then
shout out.
2 years later, she became the first black command sergeant major.
Wow.
And then which made her the first black woman to hold the highest enlisted position at any major Army installation. So
What was the rank?
sergeant major, so E9.
Yeah.
So shout outs to
Wow.
you, Sergeant
She
Major
wore
Kelly. She got that
lot
big
of
rack up here
decoration,
stacked
boy. Yeah,
up.
you
Yep.
know, ribbons and everything all over her. Shout outs to her for
So
that.
shout outs to you, Sergeant Major Kelly. We got Brigadier General Hazel W. Johnson Brown.
Brigadier General.
Which that's a hard
woman
rank.
general. Is she like the only one, or what?
No.
Is there any other generals?
Yeah, there's more female generals. Yeah.
Okay.
But she was, after segregation, she she wanted to be a nurse so much, so she decided to do that in the Army. So she joined the Army, went to Japan to help in Vietnam
Whoa.
after segregation.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. So after segregation, Brigadier General Johnson, she went
That's
to
segregation in the military you're talking about. Let's clarify, right?
no.
Oh, segregation as a
Segregation
whole.
in America.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so after that, they were she went for it and became a nurse. She helped train the nurses to help with with their way into Vietnam, I guess.
Okay.
She also made history when she got promoted as Brigadier General in 1979, making her the first black woman general officer to hold that post.
Wow.
So shout outs to you, Brigadier General Johnson. I can't imagine how hard that was to get to Brigadier General.
Brigadier
That's-
General. That means she passed second lieutenant, first lieutenant, captain,
Major, Colonel. Lieutenant Colonel, and then Colonel.
full bird Colonel, and
Yeah.
then to General.
Yeah, Brigadier General.
Wow, she really.
That's,
Now, how long did she serve before she got that? Do you have that?
I don't have that. That was
Okay.
just a brief, but
Yeah.
That's
No,
amazing.
but just the fact that she
Made
through
it to
all
General.
of that.
That's awesome.
That means she also went through West Point. Right?
Yeah, that's
she
where
had
they
to
train.
go to the they had to go to officers.
Officer school. Yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
that's awesome.
Woo. Shout outs to you, General. What's her last name?
Johnson Brown.
General Johnson Brown.
Yeah.
Shout outs to you.
All right, and then we want
Salute. How about
salute
that?
to you.
I salute you.
Absolutely.
Go.
All right.
And by the way, if you didn't get a full salute, that's because I'm not going to break the mic. I'm still a civilian now. Go ahead.
And then, how many did I do? 3. Okay, 2. So we have Major General Marcelino J. Harris.
Oh.
So after graduating from
She related to Kamala?
maybe I don't know, but after
Okay.
Spelman College,
Spellman.
yep, she got brains, right? All
She
right.
might be related by HBCU at least. Go ahead.
Harris had her first of many in the Air Force. She was the first female aircraft maintenance officer
she
and one
has
of the
brains.
2 first female officers at the Air Force Academy. And then she became the Air Force first director of maintenance. And then she retired in 1997 as the highest ranking female officer in the Air Force.
Wow.
And the nation's highest ranking black woman in the
shout out
DOD.
to sister. All right. Well, I
So-
should have known. You said Spellman.
Yeah.
but
Major General
There are different
Harris.
races that go to HBCUs.
Yeah. There's a few others sprinkled in there,
people
but
think I think it's there's a strong percentage of people of my understanding. I'm
Right.
not sure, but from what I was told,
I've seen a few. Like I know a few people like Asian, white that go to Howard. So
no, I'm talking about straight Caucasian from the
okay,
U.S.
this went to
going
HBCUs.
HBCUs.
Hey,
Yeah.
I get it. We're cool.
Yeah. No, drinking up bleach.
So
It's a joke. No need to write me.
gonna get us
It's a joke.
canceled?
I know I'm gonna get canceled by HBCUs the first week out. Here
no,
we
they're
go.
great. They're great.
Go ahead.
So, and of course, third and fourth and final is the lovely Ofa Mae Johnson. She was the first female Marine, and if you were a Marine and you went to Parris Island, at least you know that was drilled into your brain. Like we were
Okay.
yell. First female, so that's how we did knowledge a lot of times, which was in formation, just to make sure we remember it. It would be, who's the first female Marine? Ofa Mae Johnson, 1918. So that's probably the only knowledge I probably will never forget. I didn't even need to look the information up. I knew when she
I'm gonna
served
give you
all
some
this.
time, like as long as I've been out. Guarantee you.
You think
gonna
it?
forget. You're gonna forget.
I don't know.
It's gonna bypass.
I think
you.
PTSD will probably at that point. Ofa Mae Johnson, shout outs to you because you were the first female Marine and you did an excellent job in convincing them and letting them understand that women are bigger than just being nurses and clerks in the military. And you paved the way for myself and all other female Marines. So thank you so much for your service.
There were a lot of women who worked the factories and the assembly lines here in the U.S. in World War II when the fellas were off to war. A lot of women did a lot of supportive work.
Right,
So while you don't have veteran status,
right.
we
They did a
still
lot.
salute you.
Right. Salute to
did-
you guys for,
yeah,
securing home when
That's
the
right.
fellas was away. So
taken care. Right about now, we'll like to break into a segment that we call Formation. This is a segment that gives information that is helpful to veterans. I'll let you take it away.
all right, so as of March 2024, the VA has announced that if you were a veteran exposed to toxins and other hazardous material during your service, you are now eligible for VA health care. So before there was criterias, now as long as you've been into asbestos, any type of toxics that you were around, you are now eligible to go to the VA without any extra paperwork and all that and just apply for health care because you served your country and you guys deserve that. So make sure you take opportunity to go to your closest VA and sign up for health care.
I like to give a shout out to our VA right here in Connecticut, West Haven, Connecticut, the VA. I want to give you 2 thumbs up, but you're not all the way there yet.
You got some work to do, West
You have
Haven.
some work
You got
to do.
some work to do.
Like you need more black
Doctors,
surgeons.
therapists,
yes,
whatever.
Yes.
Just black people working there in general.
outside of just cleaning.
Yes.
You need or in nursing or administrative,
Bishop, yes.
supportive administrative. By
Yes.
the way, there are different needs that people have. I just understood recently that the drug that women are taking for weight loss right now, what's
Ozempic?
Ozempic. That was not studied on women.
Really?
It was studied on men.
What?
And a lot of stuff. This is what I understood, that a lot of drugs that are used right now for women. I understood this because of Biden's new initiative to increase women's research.
Okay.
Because of a lot of stuff that women take is based on men's study.
Wow, I knew Ozempic wasn't tested on people without diabetes. I didn't know it was no women involved in the trial at all.
No women were in the trial, from what I understood.
They've been gobbling them up.
Yeah,
so
exactly. So,
just in case.
you know,
aware.
but a lot of these drugs, even the different things that mental health is, we need to do study on how it affect women,
Yes.
heart disease,
Yes.
diabetes, all
All
we're
of it, yeah,
different
it's
organs.
different.
We
Yep.
have different buildups. So yes,
Yep.
we need to have those increase, and I support this. by the way.
Especially black women, because
Especially.
we get misdiagnosed way more often than any other race.
Yes.
And it's because they just don't take our pain seriously.
Correct.
So
the right
it's
point.
that's why we're like West Haven. We're pushing for that because you have black veterans, black female veterans, and there's a women's center, and I don't see too many black doctors up there. So
So, you know, I say this, West Haven, I give you a shout out. You're doing a very good job.
Yes.
I can't give you the great job yet.
yes,
I think they're if not number 1, 2, 3, they're in the top 5 in the country.
yeah, they're
They're
doing
the
great. Yeah.
Top.
Right.
Hot topics. Let's talk about them.
All right. We got the Army again, right? The Army, you guys are always hot when it comes to these topics, right? It's always them. So we got an Army
Always
doctor.
them. Hold on. The Marines do some stuff too.
Yeah, no, of course.
We just don't hear about it.
We know you do. It's just not as frequent. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just not as frequent. But we
That
got
we hear about them.
maybe we have better publicists.
Secrets.
We have better publicists.
Yes.
All right. So Army doctor.
Get your publicists up.
I know, right? All that money
Come
going to
on.
waste. Army doctor charged with sexual misconduct makes first court appearance, right? So Major Michael Stockton has been charged with 47 counts of abusive sexual contact and 5 counts of indecent viewing under the UCMJ.
47 counts.
So I don't
Tell
even want
them
to
what
call you
this
by
is.
your rank because you don't deserve it. Michael Stockton,
Mm-hmm.
Army doctor, has been for years. You go into medical, you're going for your shoulder, you're going for your knee. He's telling them to drop trowel.
I saw this video.
you going
I
in
don't
for
want to
your
laugh, but the guy went in for his shoulder.
Yeah. We saw the interview.
I saw the interview, and the
Yeah.
guy went in for his shoulder, and the doctor told him drop trial. And I'm glad you did not give him rank.
No, he
I'm
doesn't
glad you
deserve
didn't,
that.
because that's what
What he used to get those people.
abuse.
Right. Nice.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. Here I go with the rapping. Yo, give me a shot, man. I want to get signed, son. No, but that's exactly what he
Yeah.
used. He used his rank to abuse the victim.
Yep, he absolutely did. I mean, if you're in the military, you know rank gets used a lot of the time,
And it
right?
happened in civilian life as well.
Well,
But
yes.
it's just not, when you're in the military,
Rank is everything.
everything.
So you respect the
Your
rank
survival
before,
is
yeah.
about respecting rank. And I
Yeah.
said the word survival.
Yep. They'll believe you. They'll believe a rank higher than you just because the rank is higher than you.
Right.
Because they think, oh, well, they know better. No, that's not the case. You still have freaking, what do you call those people? Like sick people in the military that takes advantage of, they know the rank
What
and
do
they
you
know
call
what
them?
power.
That word sick.
They know the power
Hold
that the
on, let's
ranks
don't give a
brings.
legal defense to him.
Yeah.
His lawyer.
Either
runs in
way,
there screaming, oh, he's sick.
Yeah. If you knew about Michael Stockton or you went to see a Dr. Stockton, for your shoulder and you end up dropping your pants or taking something off you weren't supposed to.
If he was standing behind you too long, massaging your shoulder, hey, I think
Exactly.
we need to
You went
get,
in for your knee,
yeah,
like.
if you had eye surgery for something, no, he has nothing to do with eyes. But if you got a headache and for some reason he's down there rubbing your ankles,
Yeah.
there's something wrong.
Right. And these are,
And although I joke about this is what this guy was really doing.
Mm-hmm.
You were going for, people were going in for ankle problems,
knee,
knees,
shoulder, basic stuff.
and he's in different parts of the body.
Yeah.
Oh,
Checking
you're going
on
for
shit.
you're going for up top. He's down low. You going
Yeah.
for down. He's
And
like, catch me if you can. Jesus.
And
But it did.
these are like grown men, and I'm talking about staff sergeants,
Yeah.
gunnery sergeant. So while he was preying on the enlisted, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
because he knew officers have more power, he preyed on the enlisted, and he did a lot of these things for years.
Yes.
He's been doing it for years. So my word of advice is, if you're in the military, just be aware
Or
of
if
those.
you're a veteran. If
Anywhere, really.
Right.
That just shouldn't happen. That's ridiculous. You're taking advantage of people. That's actually, and there's also, because the stereotype in going to medical alone,
Right.
it's a big deal,
Right.
especially for men. So when they go, and now they go and they're getting taken advantage of, that's not right.
Once you say it's a big deal for you to go for medical, as I was speaking earlier when I said the military have you believe in blood and guts, only the strong
Yeah, you need to be
survive.
strong, and
So-
being that
right.
and
So-
going to medical doesn't exist
Right.
in their
you go
mind.
to medical, it's like,
Which is why you should get your
yeah,
benefits.
should I go to medical? Should I go? Should I go?
Yeah.
But yes, you should go,
Yeah.
and yes, you have a right to be treated right. when you
Luckily,
go.
yeah, you do. You absolutely.
Period.
Luckily, I had someone to tell me, like, "What are you, crazy? Go get help. Your
Right.
back hurt, your knees hurt. What are you doing?"
Or if you find yourself stressed out,
yeah, which you
where
probably are.
which can happen, by the way.
Yeah.
You can find yourself totally stressed out,
Mm-hmm.
totally, like,
It's hard.
heavy
yeah.
burden on you
It is a
mentally.
lot. Yeah, you're working a lot of hours, especially the younger Marines or younger military. I'm saying Marines because I came from that, and I came from the airfield. It's a lot of stress to, if you're working in the maintenance side or whatever, it's a lot of stress to get those jobs done. And then you kind of like, you're just weighing all that down. And don't be afraid to go to someone to talk to. Not only does the military have the doctors that you can go talk to, but they also have military one source. So if you don't want, you're worried about it getting back to you somehow, they have that, which is private therapy and private help that has nothing to do with your military. And I've used it myself. It's great. And
Explain this again. Let me
so
make sure.
military one source, it's where you go to get help. I believe they help you with like taxes, with your freaking mental health is really why I went there. And because they outsource to
They're not part of the military.
military. So the doctors that you see, they have nothing to do with the military at all. The therapists.
Except they get paid. but go ahead.
Exactly. By the so you get to pick. You get to tell them if you want a man, a woman, a black, Hispanic, white, whatever you want. You tell them, and they do their best to find that for you, so it makes you feel comfortable. And if you don't like the therapist after your first session, you said, "Nope, I don't want them," and you can't
That's
even go to
another
another
thing.
one.
Be your own advocate.
Yep.
You have a responsibility to you as well. And we tend to put others ahead of ourselves so much that if you go to a therapist or you go anywhere and you get poor service, we don't say anything. People tend to just lock up and just go along with it. This is why this doctor in the first place got away with what he got away
Yeah,
with.
if someone had spoken
because-
up a long time ago, we
Correct.
wouldn't have had 50 counts. It would have been less than that.
And that's what we have to share with you. We call that formation.
Yep.
We give information. Oh no, that was Hot Topics.
Yeah, that was Hot Topic. So
Okay.
we're here to push information that the VA that you guys may not know about.
Correct.
And then obviously tell you a little bit of military stories with some jokes, because we love the jokes over
We
here.
love the jokes. You have to have the jokes.
Yeah, that's what makes. I mean, if you're in the military, that's what makes the whole purpose. If it's not funny, you're just stressed. So
Correct.
we're
You
here
gotta
for
know
the
to
jokes.
laugh.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
laugh at yourself as well.
Yeah,
Know
it's-
when to laugh at yourself. at
Yeah.
least. Okay.
Not in boot camp.
Not in
Don't-
boot camp.
Yeah.
And listen, this was a lot of fun. I look forward to doing this again with you, hanging out
Absolutely.
next week. This is Shakira. Shakira is my daughter, by the way. We'll talk about that one other time. I am, of course, Joe Ugly.
I didn't know you were gonna do the
No.
the name at the end. My bad. I thought you were gonna just say salute. Sorry.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what I do. I'll go back and I'll do this.
Okay.
Right now. This segment, we already passed that. That was good. So we're here for you. We're here to inform, as she just said. And we'll be here next week to give you another piece of this. Until next time, to all the men and women who served and all who supported, salute.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Here we go! 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 Here we go!